Today is Thursday.
And this is a throwback.
Today is Thursday, and this is a throwback is an obnoxiously long hashtag in a nostalgic-rich talk show presented by the Peridot. Today in history, on October 2nd, 1836, naturalist Charles Darwin returned to England after a 5-year journey on the HMS Beagle, on which he gathered the specimens and observations that led to his theory of evolution by natural selection. On October 2nd, 1869, Mahatma Gandhi was born. He was an Indian lawyer, politician, social activist, and writer who became the leader of the Indian independence movement against British rule. As such, he came to be considered the father of the nation. Gandhi is internationally esteemed for his doctrine of nonviolent protest to achieve political and social progress. On October 2nd, 1959, the science fiction anthology television series, The Twilight Zone, debuted and became hugely popular, known for its unexpected plot twist and moral lessons. The show was created by Rod Serling. On October 2nd, 1967, American lawyer and civil rights activist Thurgood Marshall was sworn in as an Associate Justice on the U.S. Supreme Court, becoming its first African-American member. On October 2nd, 1985, actor Rock Hudson died, becoming one of the first Hollywood celebrities known to succumb to AIDS-related complications. The extensive publicity surrounding his death drew attention to the disease. On October 2nd, 2005, Pulitzer Prize-winning playwright August Wilson, who was best known for his cycle of plays set in each decade of the 20th century about Black American life, died at the age of 60. Today's Throwback VHS is dedicated to the #1 movie in America on October 2nd, 1995, Seven, is an American crime thriller film directed by David Fincher and written by Andrew Kevin Walker. It stars Brad Pitt and Morgan Freeman, with Gwyneth Paltrow and John C. McGinley in supporting roles. Set in an unnamed, crime-ridden city, Seven's narrative follows disenchanted, nearly retired Detective Lieutenant William Somerset, played by Freeman, and his newly transferred partner, David Mills, played by Pitt, as they try to stop a serial killer from committing a series of murders based on the 7 deadly sins. The cost of admission to the cinema in 1995 was $4.35. Back in the days when I was young, I'm not a kid anymore, but some days I sit and wish I was a kid again. In honor of spooky season, today's throwback is dedicated to the Ouija, also known as the Ouija board, spirit board, talking board, or witch board. It is a flat board marked with the letters of the Latin alphabet, the numbers 0 through 9, the words yes, no, and occasionally hello and goodbye, along with various symbols and graphics. It uses a planchette, a small heart-shaped piece of wood or plastic, as a movable indicator to spell out messages during a seance. Participants place their fingers on the planchette, which is moved about the board to spell words. The name Ouija is a trademark of Hasbro, inherited from the Parker brothers. You remember the makers of Monopoly. But it's often used generically to refer to any talking board. Spiritualists in the United States believe that the dead were able to contact the living and reportedly used talking boards similar to the modern Ouija board at their camps in Ohio during 1886, with the intent of enabling faster communication with the spirits. Following its commercial patent by businessman Elijah Bond being passed on February 10, 1891, the Ouija board was regarded as an innocent parlor game unrelated to the occult until American spiritualist Pearl Kuhlman popularized its use as a divining tool during World War I. Paranormal and supernatural beliefs associated with the Ouija have been criticized by the scientific community and are characterized as pseudoscience. The action of the board can be most easily explained by unconscious movements of those controlling the pointer, a psychophysiological phenomenon known as the ideomotor effect. Mainstream Christian denominations, including Catholicism, have warned against the use of Ouija boards, considering their use in satanic practices, while other religious groups hold that they can lead to demonic possession. Occultists, on the other hand, are divided on the issue, with some claiming it can be a tool of positive transformation, while others reiterate the warnings of many Christians and caution inexperienced users against it. You know what time it is? Yeah! It's time for the number one song of the day! It's the number one song of the day! On October 2nd, 1989, Janet Jackson topped the Billboard Hot 100 with I Miss You Much, I really miss you much, I really miss you much, I really miss you much. With her second number one hit, Miss You Much, the lead single from her Rhythm Nation 1814 album. Miss You Much spent 4 weeks at the top of the Billboard charts in 1989, becoming the longest running number one single of that year. Well, that concludes today's show. I hope you enjoyed. Please don't forget to like, comment, share, and subscribe to the Peridot Network on YouTube. Listen to the Peridot's playlist on Spotify, and follow the Peridot Net on Instagram, TikTok, and the website formerly known as Twitter.
Today is Thursday.
And this is a throwback.